What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me up over that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch feed.
Hey, shout out What's Sleep TV, man. What's Sleep TV? Ain't no sleep, motherfucker.
Alright, MarzBeatz, man. What's good?
It's good.
Man, it's good to sit down with you. You want me to be honest with you, like when I first came across your page, you know, look, I think I was in the studio with Hardaway when I did that interview, and you produced his latest video that he produced. It's Bend the Wave. I hope I got that right. And he was talking about Marz. He was like, he knew who you was whole time. He didn't even know you was from Chat.
Yeah, it's
because like, you from Chattanooga, right?
Yeah.
Look, so as I'm going down your page, I'm seeing a lot of shit that you don't produce. I'm like, damn, he from Chat? Like, how? Like, I feel like I've been bullshitting by not knowing about you. But I want to ask, do you kind of like want that mysterious? I ain't gonna say mysterious because you got more followers than me on Instagram. But do you kind of like keep it like mysteriously, purposely? Like, you get what I'm saying about that? Or
nah, really,
maybe
like,
we just ain't just cross paths.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Cause like I was moving around like in Texas and like over like on the West Coast and stuff. So like Tennessee, I want to really like just moving around in Tennessee. Like my whole platform kind of like is in Texas.
Is there a reason why? Just because you
really like, cause like with my beats, like a lot of people buy beats from me from Texas. Like that's like 80% of my,
That's hard. Well, first off, just give me give the people watching a brief introduction on who MarzBeatz is before we get into anything else. You can make it as long or as short as you want to.
Shit, real on MarzBeatz, 95 type shit. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Sure.
Let's see. What you wanna know?
Shit. Did you spend a lot of time? Did you grow up in Chattanooga? Like, where were you born? All that type of stuff.
Yeah, I grew up in Chattanooga. Yeah.
Like your whole life?
Whole life.
What part of Chattanooga you from?
Shit, what part of Chattanooga you from?
Both sides.
Yeah, really both sides. Like, I grew up in the west side, like projects type shit, and then like we moved out east, like what was that? Probably like 2009. Yeah. 2009, something like that.
So like, did you grow up like only child? You got brothers? Like,
nah, I got two sisters. Like that I grew up with.
You the oldest?
Yeah. Nah, I'm the youngest.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm the oldest, and sometimes I be like, bro, that shit too much responsibility. Like, I ain't gonna lie, real shit. Like, I'm the oldest out of like all my brothers, and my sisters, and like all my cousins. Like,
that's how my sister is. Like my big sister, like she the boss lady. Like, she control everything.
Yeah, that shit. I don't know. I be feeling like I got kids myself. How you and your family like though? I see you got a little girl. Is that the only child you have?
Yeah.
Sure. Like,
yeah, that's cool. Like, yeah.
Do you work out of like Chattanooga like at all? Like you be working at like a studio there, or?
Not really. I kind of like I be back and forth. I'm based in Atlanta right now.
Okay.
So like I be in Atlanta like at ABS. That's really like where I be at, like cooking up, like whole everything. So like, yeah.
So do you make like a lot of beats at home? Like where you be cooking up a lot of your beats at?
Really at home. Like really, I probably go to the studio like just to get the vibe, or like just both places. But like it's probably like comfort. I feel like I made like my best shit at home.
Yeah. I hear that from a lot of producers, and believe it or not, bro, I actually like before like I was doing this, I actually used to make beats.
That's crazy. How long you making beats?
Bro, I was making beats from like I started on FL Studio 9. Like that's how far back I was.
That's crazy.
FL Studio 9.
Studio 9.
I had the crack version of FL Studio 9.
Yep.
And I probably stopped like I think it was my freshman year of high school. That's a whole another story within itself. But like I know about all that. Like if you like I know about VSTs. I know about FLPs, like how people using loops now, like all that type of stuff. I done seen that. And then like I got friends that like a good friend of mine, his name's Tanify that shit up. He the one that produced I'm running his interview right now. He the one that produced Lil Tyler Flow. Like I tell him all the time, like, bro, I'm glad to see you keep going with the producer shit, because he started around the time that I quit, and to see like the accomplishments he made, like that shit lit to me. So like anytime I just even see like another young producer, I be like, damn, that's what's up.
Man,
Because you know, like really, I ain't gonna lie. I used to always think like, man, you know what? I'm gonna keep on going with making beats. Like I wanna produce a big record and all that type of shit. But you see, obviously, I changed my lane.
Yeah.
But like making beats is fun as fuck. Would you say making beats is fun? Like, tell me how you got into making beats yourself.
Really, like I was in a marching band.
Word.
Like I was in the band. I was always in like music shit, like growing up in school and shit. So like I was always in the music class. And like my daddy and shit, like he made music too. So like he had a studio in the kitchen, like in the west side of the projects type shit. And like I used to come down there and fuck with the keyboard and shit. So like really like just growing up around it. Like I probably like as far as like start making beats.
Like making beats like for real, put them together.
Probably like 2009, 9th grade. Yeah.
Word.
That's crazy. I started on, I had found a software called Mixcraft. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I know about Mixcraft.
Yeah, Mixcraft.
Usually a lot of people record on that, don't they?
Yeah. But that was the only thing, like we was just found some shit, just like fucking around, like just trying to make beats and shit. And then I ran into like FL Studio.
Word. And
then got the crack version of that. And then I say probably like 2015? That's when I started like really like just posting beats and shit like on YouTube. Like that's really like where I came up at, like really like on YouTube. Like a lot of my placements came from YouTube.
That's hard.
So like
yeah, I was actually gonna ask you that. Like every producer got their own views about uploading beats on YouTube. Cause I'm pretty sure you've dealt with people that are like just take them off YouTube, like download them on YouTube, and shoot a music video to it, or probably put it up on streaming services and like never say nothing to you. Like has that ever happened to you before?
Yeah, for sure.
Like what made you go that route? Start uploading beats on YouTube. Exposure?
Yeah, basically exposure. Cause like I was on like SoundClick at first, but like I feel like they got watered down, and then it's like everything crossed over into like BeatStars.
BeatStars.
And I feel like BeatStars and like YouTube, like it kind of like hand in hand. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you got a real good amount of subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're almost at 20,000, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think what you posted, you might have deleted some, but I think your oldest video on there, as of right now, is 7 years ago. Is that when you started that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you said 2015, so that sounds about right. So was it like, did it grow quick for you, or like was it like a slow grind that you had to keep on building up?
Really, I think it was like my 4th or 5th video. Like it had like blew up type shit.
Damn, like how many views?
I think it blew up to like, I think it's around like 100,000 right now.
Damn.
And then like after that, I just kept posting shit. Like I was just posting not even the same type beats, but like just different type of shit. And then it just started going up. Like even if it still have its days, like it'll go up like to 1,000. Some might get 1,000. Some of them go up. Some of them don't. Like, but it still don't matter. Like I got a hit like that was on the beat. That only got like 1,000 views on YouTube.
Oh, which song?
Dee Baby, Marz. Yeah.
Oh, so he found that on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, he probably found it on YouTube and went to BeatStars or something like that, maybe.
Nah, I think he was really like just sitting on it, and like I had reached out to him like before he even dropped it, and like we had just locked in like off that. Like I had found him on YouTube, and like I reached out to him. I think what was that? Fiji, like Dee Baby Fiji. Like that's like probably like one of my first beats that he like hopped on type shit. And I reached out to him like, and like we just been locked in ever since.
You know what? I'm glad that you said that, because you'll see just on social media, in YouTube comments, just talking to people. I done had a lot of people say like, man, ain't no quote unquote real rappers going on YouTube to find beats. But the more and more I hear certain stories, you see they do that shit all the time, like normally. Yeah. And like, let me ask you this: were you putting in type beats, or you was just uploading beats with any name? Because I know a producer that got a placement off of a Quando Rondo placement, for example. Yeah. She just uploaded a Quando Rondo type beat, and she said that's how he found it, and they locked in ever since. Like, so were you uploading type beats, or were you just uploading them on like using your own name type shit?
Really, like it was like a lot of my stuff came up like off Money Man type beats. Like a lot of people was coming to my channel for like those type of beats, so like I always like kind of like keeping in that category. and then like it'll have its ups and downs, and then like I got Yo Gotti type beats, like a lot of those like be the beats that people really like fuck with.
Yeah. And see, whenever I first went down your page and I see that you produced something off of Grow Guide, bro, it's just funny that we sitting together because I be listening to that song like Money Man. That's actually one of my favorite artists. I actually been listening to bro since like 2015. You know, when Boss Up blew up, that's how I got put on him.
Yeah.
But Grow Guide and I think Paranoia is probably one of my 2 favorite tapes by him. And that song that you produced, I ain't know you made that beat. That's hard.
It be like that though, cause like a lot of producers, like you don't really know like the beats that they don't produce until you really like meet them or something.
Till you research it,
Yeah, till you research it.
Has BeatStars been something that's like been lucrative? Like, is that something you've been able to like, you know, somewhat build something off of? Or
yeah, for sure.
Real.
For sure.
Would you suggest more producers to use BeatStars, or would you tell them to, you know, take the route where, you know, work with the local artists, try to get your beats out in the streets? Like, which one would you think is probably the better route, or is really no specific way?
I say both.
Both?
Yeah. Cause real like, you got the internet thing, but then you got like the real life shit. You still need to go to like sessions and like just try to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like even though like I still got like, let's just say, I still got my online stuff, and then I still got studio shit like in Atlanta. Like still got the online like posting beats and shit. Like it kind of like slowed down for me, cause like I've been having like,
Well, you said it slowed down. What, BeatStars?
Like of like me just uploading constantly on there, cause like I got access to like a lot of more like artists and like labels and stuff. So like I've been able to send stuff straight to them.
I feel you.
So I feel like it's still like neck and neck, cause like the internet like is one thing, like there's just free exposure.
With the amount of beats that you got on BeatStars, I'm pretty sure it's happened before.
Yeah.
One artist will buy a beat, and then maybe 2 or 3 artists will buy that same beat.
Yeah.
Do you care like about artists? Like, do you care that your beat may be used by multiple artists, like the same beat? Like, do you care about that at all?
I do care about it. Like that's why I try to like exclusive stuff, like it's just like directly for people. Like I'll probably send a pack of like beats that I like haven't even uploaded, cause like I know that you still, but like the beats online, like that's kind of like free exposure.
Right.
Like that's really what it is. Like it's just artists fucking with the same beats, or somebody just want to buy it outright. Like it's still kind of like just free exposure. Yeah. But I feel like the beats that's like offline, like none of the ones that like I kind of like just send to like people who I'm like locked in with. Like I kind of like separate stuff for them, like for themselves.
Right. No, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
That way.
I feel what you're saying. You got a favorite song that you done produced so far? Something that's like already out.
Marz, Dee Baby. Yeah. I fuck with that for sure. I feel like really like Money Man, 9/11. Yeah.
That is a hard ass
yeah.
song.
It is.
Word. What's your thoughts on loops?
I feel like it's a good thing. Like, cause like me, like I just got like I kind of like dumbed it down to like just like a small circle of like producers like that I like get loops from, like True, Trey, like they send me shit, and then I got like Ben Murray, he's out in Texas doing this thing, like the Blender, like all of them, like yeah, hell yeah, shout out Houston for sure, they show love. But yeah, like as far as like with loops, I feel like it's a good thing. Like especially like if you got producers that you can't like really just come to the studio like on a constant basis, like they could just send you like a whole pack of loops to where you could just sit there and you can work on them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like both of y'all can benefit off of it.
Both of us can benefit off of it, yeah.
I feel you. I'm just trying to make sure I understand correctly too. Cause I mean most producers that like I come across, they don't want to be like, they don't really want to like go to the studio too much. They kind of want to be in the background. That's part of the reason why they make beats, right? So say for example, will like a producer that make loops a lot of times. They do that so they don't have to, you know, kind of go to the studio. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or it's just kind of like.
I feel like a lot of the people that make loops already be in the studio. Like I think they be in the sessions too. Like
yeah. I think it's more like a side thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, producer make loops. You feel me, on his free time.
I feel you. That makes sense. Word. Yeah, that makes sense.
There are some like loop only producers that just specifically do that because maybe they found a niche to make money off of that. You know, but that's a very small number. Like most of the time, they make beats in the studio all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense when you put it like that. So look, with AI music coming into play, like we done all seen it like this year. People making songs like with Drake voice, Youngboy voice, Lil Uzi Vert voice. I wanted to ask from a producer standpoint, really like all y'all, if y'all want to put in, if y'all want to, do y'all see that happening with beats, like AI beats, or you think that's something that's like too technical?
It's crazy because I said that.
What?
Like I said, I was like, at some point it's gonna be like some automated shit that's gonna have the AI shit making beats for them. Like you ain't really gonna need nothing.
It's already in effect. Like if I'm not mistaken, BeatStars got something that's called Lemonade Seeds, where it's using AI to help. You know, help out beat blocks where it kind of like uses AI to make a melody. Yeah,
you can make an AI voice to use a melody.
I can see in a point in the future to where it's people just using AI to make complete beats and that's it. You know,
that's crazy.
Everything not authentic no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that kind of scary though? Like,
it is, but and then at the same time, it's not too because that puts more value to us. Like, because it's gonna be a lot of people just doing it based off AI. But once you can show up in the studio, like
actually,
we really do
like, you put a face to it.
Okay, like, damn, he one of the ones. You know, like, okay, he ain't a robot. You know what I mean? It's live in the flesh. So I think it'll add a little value to us too. You know, it may saturate the game a little bit, but at the same time too, if you really one of them ones. Like,
like kind of how I see it to like kind of put my input in on it. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people tell me all the time, like even with what I do, like, you know, they say like, man, you know, why don't you just edit your videos with AI? But I know how to pick certain things that, you know, will, you know, draw in certain views or whatever. So like, let's use that from a beat making standpoint.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think a computer will ever be as creative as our minds. You know what I'm saying? Well, like say for example, if an artist, you in the studio with an artist and he like, man, I don't really like that. Can you take that out? AI can't really do that if I'm mistaken, right? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it's ups and downs to that, but for the most part, it's like it's out there. Like, is it big? Like, is it like how big is it? Like, how common is it?
Well, like the AI stuff.
Yeah, as far as with beats, I don't think it's just now. I think it's kind of like with everything else. It's being introduced. You know what I mean? It ain't.
It's kind of probably like just being tested out.
Exactly
at the moment.
But it's like where's it gonna go now?
You know, like they said, Biden just signed like an executive order to kind of like control AI. So, you know, that tell you alone that in the future, you know, I think in every aspect it's gonna be, you know, whether if it's just simply from making beats to goddamn grocery shopping, AI gonna have something to do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, so all in all, though, you think that it's gonna give the real producers more value?
For sure.
Yeah.
Is there any AI beats out? I mean, is there any like songs out there that might be known to the masses that we don't know is made by AI?
Not that I know. That's not to say it doesn't exist. It may just very well, and they ain't saying nothing. But as far as you know, knowing for sure, no.
That's crazy. That's deep.
Yeah, it is deep. Man. But you know, I feel like though with that, I feel like especially in the beginning. Just kind of like with when you have these AI songs and shit that come out, I feel like you'll be able to tell, like especially maybe not to the masses, but like to ears like us, and maybe to anybody who is just a music lover. Period, you're gonna be able to tell.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to
that sound like some shit wrote by me. You feel me? I feel like that's gonna be a thing, cause you know it's certain swings, it's certain things that we do in music that's off tempo that you feel me a real robot, and they may not be able to, you know what I'm saying. You know.
Well, I got something y'all probably never thought of, but say if a beat is made by AI, who owned the beat? Like, who made the beat? You get what I'm saying? Like, say, you know, if you...
I feel like it's gonna be a thing. You can probably buy an AI that make beats.
Either whoever,
and it'll have some type of license that will lead back to you or some shit like that.
Like
I feel like
whoever
all
made
of this
the AI
shit, they
do
gonna
it.
figure it out.
Whoever made the AI do it, or like whoever made the AI do it, or whoever bought it is gonna be the owner of it.
Yeah, like the whoever used that software gonna have a specific license for them. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be some type of way that within that audio cue they'll be able to tell.
Like how you had SoundClick to BeatStars, it's gonna be BeatStars to probably another platform.
Facts.
That's gonna probably be like that.
Right. The more I sit and think about it, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that. Cause I love the producers. Like probably a little more, cause like I said, like I started out like before I started doing anything like this, I was making beats. So like I said, I love making beats. Yeah. It's fun to me. It just seemed like that's like a way just to eliminate producers. Because look, remember early 2000s, maybe 2010s, and I mean it still happened today. Like I remember like when YouTube first came out. Like, niggas was getting their ass beat from stealing niggas' beats. Because, you know, we went from a beat was probably, 1,000 minimum to now, you know, you can get them, the market oversaturated. So you got to make your beats cheaper.
Make it,
You know, do you see that happening? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's kind of like
AI,
AI eliminating producers in a way.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it'll never eliminate the genuine
feeling
of being in the studio with a producer. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I feel like even if the world do go through a phase to where it's like on some shit to where,
you can sit down. You want to?
No, but I ain't. It's him.
Yeah.
We just discussing about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like just like I feel like even if it do like to where it's a point to where it's shit, they take off with it. You feel me? And it's a wave to where the people using AIs for beats. I feel like it's gonna get back to the point to where like the artist like, damn, I really want that experience. That producer in the studio.
You know, like a real session, like to where it's real, everything authentic. Like ain't nothing gonna beat that vibe.
Yeah, you know what? I use an example like, and this just from the outside looking in, because you know I don't make music, but a lot of people, they do have home studios, right? Yeah. But really, nothing really compare to, you know, just going in the studio and just being able.
That's what I was saying. Like as far as like with making beats at home, like you probably go to I go to the studio, like for that feel.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the Chattanooga music scene. I've only been paying attention to it, I say in depth. I started blogging in 2019, so I'm gonna have to say maybe like 2020, right? Yeah. How long? I mean, you from there, so how long have you been like paying attention to the music scene there in depth, or have you never really paid attention to it in depth?
Nah, I don't pay attention to it for sure. I feel like everybody got their own like everybody got their own wave, like that they on right now. Like literally everybody doing their own thing. Like it's a lot of like good shit going on in Chattanooga.
I don't know how I sound saying this, but I don't feel like I'm too hip. So I just want to ask you, like, who is 5 people from Chat right now that you would say, like, man, go check them out?
I say, who's that? Young Polo.
Oh yeah, Young Polo.
Yeah, Young Polo. Hardaway. King Clown.
King Clown. Okay.
Yeah, he hot right now. Who's that? Bresnan.
Bresnan.
Yeah, Bresnan. Like, he hot right now. Yeah. It's crazy. We was just in a session with him last night. Like before we came here. Like it's crazy.
That's hard. So that's who you was in the session with last night?
Yeah.
That's hard. So y'all was in Chat?
Word.
That's what's up.
Yep. Big Brat.
Big Brat.
Yeah, she doing her shit too.
Sure. That's crazy that I said that, because I know all of them that you mentioned. I just thought maybe it probably would have been some that I don't know, because you know I'm only seeing what's on the internet and what people tell me. So, you know, have you worked with who out of them have you worked with so far besides Hardaway? I think Young Polo and obviously Bresnan.
Hardaway, Bresnan. I want to work with Clown and Brett. I feel like I said, I feel like everybody just got like their own like little wave that they on right now. Yeah. But I feel like it'll happen for sure.
Yeah. So look, I'm from here. I'm from Nashville, right?
Yeah.
So when I listen to music from Memphis, I hear a distinctive sound. When I hear music from Chattanooga, I actually hear I feel like y'all got like a specific sound that like I can be like, oh yeah, they from Chat. I don't hear that in Nashville, but do you hear like that? You hear what I mean by that? Like when Memphis artists come on, you like, oh yeah,
you know they from Memphis.
Well, what would you describe like that Chattanooga sound as right now?
I don't know.
I feel like your word is more credible than mine because you feel me.
I feel like right now, it's kind of like universal. Yeah, like everybody got their own like sound. Like it's not just like one particular sound.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that, in your opinion, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
Like that means you just got different types of talent. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Everybody not the same.
I seen in one of your pictures that you had some lean.
Yeah.
That
was for my birthday.
That's just like on some occasion type shit. You don't sip it regularly?
Nah, hell no.
Well, I mean that's a good thing because like I've talked to certain artists. Like I even got a video that's still like doing numbers on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
Of a dude I know pretty much talking about like how much he done spent on lean and when he's sitting there adding it up, he like damn. Like he ain't said, but like I can tell like looking at him, he like damn, I really done spent like a whole lot of money on this shit. But like, so I know you don't sip it regularly, but like what like kind of feel like does that give? Like what does it do for you? For you specifically.
It's kind of like a relaxation. Like a relaxed feel.
And I heard it tastes good. Everybody say that. Ain't no
denying that. Everybody say that.
But don't that depend on like what drink you use? Yeah. So, but by itself though, that shit kind of like bitter and. No.
I don't know necessarily.
Yeah, I would say not.
It's a little sweet.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you used to taste like some regular medicine, but see, like normally, like with our operation and shit, we ain't. We pretty level headed, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really, you know what I'm saying, involved in too much of that. Like you will see us pour up like some THC syrup before you know what I'm saying, something like that. That on some special occasion shit, like hell yeah, why not? But really, it's honestly around here it's too hard to even find it to be real to even be doing it every day. And if you do find it, it's expensive as hell.
Expensive as fuck.
And
I feel you. That's good though. I mean I'm glad to hear you feel me. Y'all ain't spending too much on it because I be sitting thinking about it, I be like, damn, all this money you done spent on that, you could have did this with that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean that's
more of a rapper thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's more.
You rather go get some equipment or something.
Yeah. I got a funny question for you, bro.
Okay.
We done all seen the videos of girls like mistaking certain people for like certain celebrities and shit like that. Have a girl ever came up to you, or has anybody ever like mistake you for King Von? Because the skin color.
First off, before you even answer that, why you asking that?
It's a specific picture actually. I'll show you this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw that picture yourself and came up with that.
I was like, this.
Okay.
A small resemblance. That's what made me ask that.
Yeah. But man, that shit happen everywhere.
For real?
Yeah.
I done seen it too. I done seen it in person. Like they really be thinking.
Especially like in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hell nah. That's crazy. I be like, hell nah, dude. That man. Hell nah. That's crazy.
You don't know what's funny too? The more and more I talk to you, like, I kind of gotta, make a certain switch whenever, I'm doing what I'm doing. I ain't really too much, like, of an open person. Like, I'm really chill, mellow. But, like, when the camera come on, I kind of gotta,
Yeah.
But everybody, people that know, that have watched enough of his interviews and shit like that, they see that he has, like, that calm demeanor. You actually have that same demeanor, too, so that probably could tie into it a little bit, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't really like talk a lot and shit like that, and y'all kind of, I see like that similarity too. But what I was really gonna ask you though, I honestly feel like, now had anybody ever mistake you for a rapper, they'd be like, damn brother, you rap?
Yeah, people think I rap before I make beats.
Why you think that is though?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He got that look.
Yeah, but
that's what
He
just got that look, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I think it helps. It works for your advantage because the people that see you and be like, bro, who is that?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like a rapper. So
yeah.
You got some work with like a real legend. Like we ain't talking about just a local legend, like a Tennessee legend, a regional legend. Like we talking about like a real rap legend. Too Short.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Tell the people the story about how that came about.
Oh, that's crazy. I actually met Too Short through another artist I was working with, like, and I met his management, Big Dog.
Word.
And he actually like introduced me to Too Short, and like I think what was that? I was at Food City in Chattanooga. I was grocery shopping. And, like he had called me. He was like, man, Too Short had got some of your beats. Like he trying to get you out here like to get in the session. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like that was my first time like getting on the plane and all that type shit. All that shit. Someone just told me to go. And I was like, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna just go.
So where you fly to?
LA.
Word.
Yeah.
That's hard. And so what, y'all just went to a session and y'all...
Yeah, we went to a session straight out the flight.
Word. You just played them like a whole bunch of beats that you had on your laptop or something like that, or hard drive?
Yeah, he was playing me shit that like he had already like recorded, like on my beats and shit. And like, really like, you know, just locking in, you know, just trying to get a feel of everything. So...
That's hard.
Yeah, that's how that shit went. And like, we just playing beats, like, yeah. Like, whenever I go out there, I can just pull up, like, to the studio type shit.
How was that experience in the studio, though? Like, was he... People don't... So, look, I'll explain what I mean by that. So, when I asked, like, how a studio session went, like, we know most young rappers' personality because, you know, we in the social media age, you know, they recording anything on their phone. So, for the most part, you know, like, rappers or anybody's personality if they always on social media, you know, on live, they got vlogs, shit like that, right? But he is an older rapper, so people don't really too much know how he is in person. How was he to you? Like, how would you describe him as a person? Too Short.
I mean, Too Short, like, he cool. Too Short is his own person. Like, Too Short, he funny as hell, man.
For real?
But like, hell yeah. But like, he cool as hell, like, laid back type shit, you know? And like, when I first met him, it was crazy because like, I ain't really like know none of his songs for real. And like, I had to ask my mama about like, I was like, you know who Too Short is? She was like, what? Like, Too Short? She was like, that's crazy. She was like, how the hell? I was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't really know none of his music like that until like, I kind of like met him. Yeah.
You know what, man? You bring up a good point. I want to talk about this, and that's a good example right there. So, I use an example that like people watching might know. I remember when Lil Yachty first came out. I mean, you know Lil Yachty, right?
Yeah.
Well, people used to pretty much, like in interviews, I can't remember who used to say it, but they would ask like, what's your favorite Tupac song? And he like, I mean, I know who he is, but I mean, bruh, he died in what, I think 96. You know, I think Yachty was probably born in what, 97, 99, 96, something like that. He didn't really grow up. Like yeah, we know who he is, but we don't, like, I ain't gonna lie, I know a few songs, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't know none, like, off the top of my head. Just how you had to ask your mama, like, hey, even though we know Too Short is a legend, we didn't listen to, like, our generation, we didn't really listen to his shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what do you gotta say to the people, or what's your thoughts on, like, people that try to, like, get on, you know, people that's in music that don't know music from, like, what, 20, 25 years ago?
I feel like it kind of like go by generation. Cause like, let's just say you got the 2000 boys. Like, they probably got a whole generation that's like coming up that we probably don't even know about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that crowd probably don't know really nothing. No, they don't know no Tupac songs. They don't know no, you know what I'm saying?
All the music that we listening to right now, let me say, like, it's actually a bunch of people like coming up that don't know Yo Gotti songs.
Yeah.
I don't really know no Yo Gotti songs like that. I listen to more like Young Dolph, but that's like a good example right there. But I don't be liking when like people try to get on, like, you know, people like in the music space for not knowing music like 20 years ago. But you know what they say though? they say that you should pay homage by like knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of on some like, bro, you can't expect me to know some shit that came out when I was fucking 6 months old.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah, that too.
Like, that's funny though that you had to ask your mom about that. Like, was she like excited as hell? Like, was she was like, oh, you working with Too Short? Like, how was your mama reaction to that actually? Like,
she was like, what? She was like, shut the fuck up. Oh,
like,
God.
she couldn't believe it.
She couldn't believe that shit. Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
And I went out to LA. Like, she had drove me to the airport, and I was like,
oh, so she went with you?
Nah,
Oh.
She just dropped me off at the airport.
Oh, she just dropped you off at
yeah.
Okay.
Like, that shit was crazy.
Whenever you came back and told her about the experience, how'd that go? Because I'm pretty sure you told her about it, right?
Really, it was like, I would just tell her, like, shit, it's a whole different vibe. Like, a whole different everything. Like, it's a different feeling out there. And, like, that was my first time actually, like...
Being in L.A.?
Yeah, being in L.A. And L.A. is, like, what, the second biggest city?
Yeah, in the United States, yeah.
I got... No, it's crazy. She was just like... She can't wait till she be able to see some shit like that. And, like, I just took her out there to see it. Like, what, a couple weeks ago. I took her to L.A. for the first time.
That's hard.
First time flying type shit.
For real, how did that feel to, do that for your mom?
See, that shit felt good. Cause I'm like, I kept telling her, like, it's crazy, cause like, you gonna come out here, like, that shit crazy as hell.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to get a little personal too, because, and talk about your mom if you're open to it, because I see, like, you can tell that, like, you feel me, if you just scroll down your page, like, you express, like, how much love you got for your mom.
Yeah.
Would you say, like, that's who took care of you for the most part growing up? Because, the reason why I asked that is because, some people, like, they grew up, their granny took care of them, or maybe their dad, or, uncle. Like, you around your mom most of the time?
Yeah.
Or, how would you describe your mom, like, as a person?
That's a strong woman. Like, real shit, a strong woman, for sure.
Was it a struggle growing up, or, like, did she always make it, like, seem like shit was easy?
Both.
For sure. Was it just you and your two sisters and her?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
So
we was cool though. Like, we grew up like we was cool. Like, yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good that you got like a strong relationship with your mom still.
Yeah.
Real shit. People have said this before, but Charleston White, I seen Say Cheese posted. He was like, if you 30, he was pretty much saying if you 30 and you ain't made it yet, you need to stop rapping, pretty much.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Why you disagree with that?
I mean, you got some, like, it's some artists, like, that come out in their 30s. Like, who was that,
Somebody brought up 2 Chainz for example.
I was just gonna say that, 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And, like, look how that went.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, I don't really feel like it's, like, no age limit on music.
I feel like that, too. I don't really feel like it's really no age limit. Like, yeah, for the most part, it is a young nigga game.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
You can, like, I listen to, are you familiar with Payroll Giovanni? He an artist from Detroit. He an artist from Detroit. I think he, like 35 now? I started listening to him in, like, 2016? But apparently he been rapping since, like, the early 2000s, and he just now, I ain't gonna say he's just now, like, getting, like, somewhat on a national level.
Yeah.
Payroll Giovanni. Like, I think just some people, they have, like, everybody had their chance, and like they had their time to blossom. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it seemed like we kind of got the same views on that. So that's what's up. Say Cheese posted that cup noodles will be microwavable for the first time in 50 years thanks to a new cup design. Starting 2024, what was once a styrofoam cup will switch over to a paper design, making the new package microwave and eco-friendly. Did you see that?
I seen that.
What was your thoughts when you first seen that shit?
I was like, what the fuck?
I think we all had that same reaction.
Yeah.
Cause like, that was the first thing I knew how to fucking cook.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, it ain't even cooking nothing. You just putting the water in.
You just putting the water in and putting it in the microwave, yeah.
I don't know.
That
I don't
shit's
know
slow.
what they be on. I searched up your name on YouTube and I ain't really see many interviews. Do you? Yeah. Have you done any?
I probably think I did one.
You did jumped off the porch, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't think that ain't came out yet.
Oh, okay.
Then how long ago was that?
That was a minute ago. Like I just never I just said fuck it.
I feel you. Well, is there a reason why you don't do too many interviews?
Like really, I ain't really no talking to person. I don't like talking for real.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel you. Cause you want me to be real, bro. I'm the same way. Like I know that sound kind of crazy. You feel me with what I do, but you see, like I be behind the camera.
Yeah.
I have done a handful of interviews, like myself, but I'm kind of with you on that. I like my privacy. I don't even really like too many people to know what I look like or you feel me, what I do. Like I like my privacy. So that's like you
that's
kind
crazy.
of
Like
what?
that's how I was at first. Like as far as like, well not at first. Like I still am type shit, but I know like that. Like with the music shit, like you gotta put a face to it.
Yeah. Cause
So
I mean,
you gonna have to. You get what I'm saying?
It can open up doors too.
Yeah.
Like I done said this to a handful of artists. Like I tell an artist that's like good at doing interviews, I'm like, hey, man, you need to go on any look. This is what I tell you, bro. For the most part, if anybody reach out to me to do an interview, I'm like, shit, let's do it. You feel me? Depending on like if I know how like their interviews is, because I don't want to do an interview with somebody that's just trying to push a nigga buttons for clicks or shit like that. But I say, look, if a person only have 500 followers, shit, I look at it like shit. That could be 400 people that don't know me, and if I'm good at telling my story, being personable and shit like that, you can benefit off that. Yeah. So I tell you, bro, like you should do as many interviews as you can because that's your way. Like that's like this. Like I'm gonna promote the fuck out this shit because you feel me. Like it's my content. So those people that you do interviews for, if they know what they doing, they gonna push their interview like it's theirs, and you do a good job, like they know what they doing. Yeah. You'll benefit off that just as much as they benefit off of it. You feel me? So I mean, I know you don't like doing it. And me personally, I don't like being behind the camera either. When I did them interviews that I did, like I probably did like what between 2021 and 2022, I did probably about 4 or 5 interviews. And the reason why I stopped is because I had to fight cancer. I had to beat cancer. That's really all they wanted to talk about. So I'm like, man, I don't want to keep talking about this shit because at the time, like I wasn't really all that comfortable talking about it. You feel me? Like that's something different. But I did benefit off of that because a lot of people knew my story. Now they know what I do, and like they support us and all that type of shit. Like I'm pretty sure after watching this interview, you're gonna have a handful of people that's like, hey, man, I seen your interview. I seen who you work with. Shit, let's work. Because I was just talking to the last person that interview that I ran. And he told me himself. He was like, cause like sometimes I be asking people like, hey, how you feel about the questions? How you feel like how I done the interview? Shit like that, and they always say, I like the interview, but I did gain a lot of followers from it too. So I just take that, but do some more interviews if you can. Just try your best to. I know it's weird, motherfuckers you don't know ask you about your life, but you'll get that shit back on the back end. And you know what? Since you brought up Bresnan, we brought up Bresnan earlier. I was talking to an artist I did a freestyle with yesterday. He was like, man, when I seen Bresnan got signed with only 1,000 followers, I was like, damn. But that taught me that it ain't no telling who looking.
Oh, hell yeah, for sure.
And I remember my mama told me that a long time ago back when I was making beats because I was like, man, I done posted a beat. I posted it on YouTube. It only got 50 views. And she like, that don't mean nothing. You never know who looking. Like real shit. You never know who looking. You never know who watching is. You never know who watching what you doing. You feel me? So that's just what all I had to say to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all for sliding down through that, showing love for real. Cause I know that was a long drive.
Nah, it ain't.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, I know it ain't. I know it ain't when you put it all together, but still, bro. Like y'all left y'all home to come and fuck with me. So I appreciate it.
Oh, we gonna be back too.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll be back.
Real shit.
Definitely gonna be back.
Real shit, man.
You gonna have them up here next time.
For sure.
I wanna do a little song with you.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah. Tell them what all social media platforms to follow. Find you that you want them to follow.
Shit, really like MarzBeatz 95 on Instagram, YouTube. Like that's really on. That's on active at.
Oh, you don't fuck with Twitter? Well, it's called X now. You don't fuck with Twitter?
Yeah, no.
I feel you.
So don't forget the Z in Marz.
Yeah. MarzBeatz.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it in the
Yeah.
description. But alright though, man. I appreciate you, man.
For sure.
It's anytime. Look, I'm gonna let any of y'all know. Anytime you want to come and talk about something and share on my platform, all you gotta do is hit me up. Y'all know where I'm at now. Well, for now, this is where I'm at. So
for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for sliding through here. For real.
Yeah.